Welcome, Chris from eBoost here. Today, why so much AI marketing spending never shows up in results, and why the reason almost never has anything to do with the technology. 3 things today, the 4 ways this investment dies, what your marketers should become instead, and what my own team did about it. Okay, let's get into it. So recently, the Gartner's 2026 CMO Spend Survey found CMOs now put an average of 15.3% of marketing budget into AI. Only 30% say their organization is ready to use it well. Now, MIT's Project Nanda looked at 300 public AI deployments and found 95% of generative AI pilots produce no measurable impact on profit and loss. But here's what matters more than the statistics. Nobody declares these failures. They got quiet. The initiatives dropped off the agenda. The license auto-renewed, and nobody writes down what went wrong. So the 4 things here, the 4 ways it dies. 1, AI gets scoped as a project instead of part of the job. It gets a work stream and a quarterly update, then loses every week to the campaign going live every week. Not because anyone is skeptical, but because the project has no launch date a client is watching. 2, too many tools, no shared context. Every purchase makes sense alone, and none of them share your brand information. So output comes back polished and wrong, right tone, clear structure, and it contradicts a positioning decision your CEO made 18 months ago that lives in nobody's prompt, right? Number 3, saved hours with nowhere to go. So AI frees 6 hours a week for your marketer, right? And then those hours filled with more reports and more variations. The capacity got consumed instead of reinvested. The 4th one, the most important one. Every marketer building their own setup, you spread AI out, everyone gets a license, and if there are 10 people, they build 10 private systems and 10 documents. None of it is shared, and none of it survives the person leaving. So here's what took me too long to see. All 4 are the same failure wearing different clothes, right? The models are cheap and available. It's becoming more commoditized. Nobody's short on model capability nowadays. What is missing is a layer in between, the work that turns a general purpose model into something a marketer or paid media specialist actually uses on Tuesday afternoon or something. Call it the application layer. The first failure builds it outside a team. The second skips it. The third builds it and never decides what the free time is for. The 4th asks the 10 marketers to each build their own, right? So nobody's building the application layer. And my point is this, it was never a marketer's job, okay? So the missing role is a technical one. Let's call it an AI forward marketing engineer, borrowing a very popular terms nowadays, right? Or role. Somebody embedded with a team whose whole job is expanding what each marketer can do. They build the context, the standards, the reusable workflow, the plumbing, and the decision limits. So this is where these conversations go sideways. So let me be clear. This is not about replacing marketers or cutting headcount. It is close to the opposite, right? So each area becomes a pod, pay media, organic social, email creative. The specialist who owns it, plus the AI capability that the area needs, build the way they need it. That specialist stops producing the work and becomes the person who directs it, judges it, and owns the results. Deep expertise get more valuable here, not less. So the rare skill in an AI-heavy team is knowing which outcome or output is wrong and why, and that is not a generalist capability. So here's what my team did recently. I thought it was really interesting. I hired 2 people, an AI forward marketing engineer and a backend engineer. So they moved our internal capabilities into open source tools. You name it, right? Airtables, Notion, especially on the front end layer, because with the account you can use APIs and whatnot. So they use all these APIs, so we built tools. So we need fewer paid licenses, and they built small internal apps connecting our campaign managers and creative team. So request carries the brief, the audience, the prior results, instead of becoming a Slack message and 3 follow-ups. Okay. So our software costs are down at least about 10%. After we put this effort in. So let me be honest about the numbers, because cost reduction was not the goal. The goal was giving every specialist tools that match how they work. The lower bill was a side effect, and this journey just have begun. So a quick recap. So 4 ways this dies. AI is a project, tools with no shared context, saved hours with nowhere to go, and every marketer building their own setup. All the same problem, right? Nobody staffed the layer between the model and the marketer. And the fix is not another tool. It is one technical hire, one area of your practice, one quarter. MIT found the top performers averaged 90 days from pilot to full implementation, and it was the mid-market companies moving faster than enterprises. Not surprising. And if you are ready to find out which of those four is costing you money right now, yeah, just let's talk, right? So visit us at our website, ebusconsulting.com, to schedule a strategy call. And if you found this very helpful, hit subscribe, drop a comment below. I would like to hear more from you, which of your four you recognize, because most teams are living in a more than one situation. All right? All right, thanks so much. See you.